working on a Korean Reader's Theater folk tale entitled
The Leather Bag.
Okay, and we're going to introduce the people in it before we read for you.
My name is Daniel, and I'm going to be the narrator and the fox, and I'm also called Isa.
It's his Korean name.
My name is David, and I will be the bull and the bat. And my name is Tessa. My name is Manuel, and I'm going to be the servant and tiger. And my other name is called Bunny.
And I'm Ms. Benson, and unfortunately I don't have a second name, but I'm going to play the part of the snake. Okay, and I'm going to speak really nice and loud and clear. 1, 2, 3.
Once upon a time, in the faraway land of Korea, there lived a boy who loved listening to old tales. Every evening, his servant sat at his bedside and told him a wonderful story. Tell me a story.
Okay, would you like a story about dragons?
Yes, I like dragons.
Or would you like a story about tigers?
Yes, I like tigers.
Do you like stories about good fairies?
Yes.
Do you like stories about great heroes?
Oh yes, I like good stories the best. As the servant told stories to the boy, the stories had to go into an old leather bag. It hung by a drawstring behind the boy's closet door. They had to remain there until the boy shared the stories with someone else.
Will you tell the stories?
No, they are my stories.
But you must tell the stories.
No, I will not. You see, the boy was selfish with the wonderful stories. And as time passed and the boy grew, the stories inside the bags got smashed together. Me want out!
Please tell my story.
There is no room.
Stop pushing!
Time passed. The boy grew into a young man. Still, every evening, the servant would tell a story. The leather bag was too full now, and yet the selfish young man wouldn't share. The stories grew angry, and then the evil stories hatched a terrible plan. The good stories were afraid of the evil stories, so they kept quiet. No more stories.
I said, let us out.
There is no more room.
Hey, stop pushing!
There came a time when the young man wanted a wife. The servant was asked to pack for the trip. When he went into the young man's bedroom to pack the trunks, he was surprised to hear little voices coming out the door. So, he is to be married? Yes, hold on. Yeah.
Oh, yes, he will. He will have good food and new clothes.
And we are stuck in here.
It is not fair!
He will leave us in this old bag.
We have been here a long time.
Too long.
Let's get him! Then we can come out.
There is a good idea.
It would be nice to be free.
Yes, it would.
Let's do it!
The servant peered into the leather bag. It bulged with untold stories. It wiggled and jiggled. Its sides pushed out as the angry stories argued. The servant listened as the stories continued making their evil plan. It is a long trip.
Yes, it is.
He will be hot and he will get thirsty.
Yes, he will.
The water story is one of my friends.
He is?
Yes, I will ask him to hide in the well.
And then what?
When the boy stops for a drink, the water story will get him.
That might work.
Yes, it might. But what if it doesn't?
The old servant's eyes grew wide as he listened, but he didn't interrupt. He had to know the extent of the evil plan.
It is a long trip.
Yes, it is.
He will be hungry.
Yes, he will.
The strawberry store is one of my friends.
He is?
Yes, I will ask my friend to hide his strawberry field.
Then what?
When he starts to eat, strawberry store will get him.
That might work.
Yes, it might. But what if it doesn't?
The faithful servant kept listening because he loved the young man in spite of his selfish fear with the wonderful stories. The bag wiggled some more.
It is a long trip.
Yes, it is.
When he gets there, he will have to get off his horse.
Yes, he will.
I will make sure a bag of rice is put under his feet.
And then what?
When he gets off, he will fall off the bag of rice.
That might work.
Yes, it might.
But what if it doesn't?
The servant leaned closer to listen some more. Not only was he a wonderful storyteller, he was also an excellent listener.
It is a long trip.
Yes, it is.
When he gets there, he will have to sleep.
Yes, he will.
I will make sure a snake is under his sleeping mat.
And then what?
When he goes to sleep, the snake will get him.
That might work.
Yes, it might.
Then he will be sorry for keeping us in this bag for so long.
The old servant felt awful. He wanted to tell the young man what he knew, but he was sure his master would not believe him. He tried to think of a way to save his master. Finally, he had a solution. He went to the young man.
Please take me with you on your trip.
No, it is too far and you are too old.
Please, I would like to go with you.
Okay, you can come too.
So they packed their belongings and off they went. The old servant led the young man's horse. After riding for some time, the young man became thirsty. The servant remembered what he had heard.
Let's stop. I need some water.
We cannot stop.
Why not?
The water smells bad.
It does?
Yes, it does.
Of course, the water was fine, but the old servant knew what the fox story had said about the dangers near the well. The servant was glad to have saved his master's life. So they went on down the road. Soon, they passed a field of strawberries.
Let's stop. I need some strawberries.
We cannot stop.
Why not?
The strawberries are not good.
But they look good.
No, they are not good at all.
And so they went on their way, and the old servant was happy because the young man's life had been spared once again. In time, they arrived at their destination. The old servant saw a bag of rice in the yard, just as the stories had said.
Let me get off the horse.
No, we cannot stop here.
Why not?
The bag will tip over and you will fall.
It will?
Yes, it will.
And that was how the young man was saved from a third time. The old servant was very happy.
I am tired.
You are?
Yes, I will sleep here.
Here, this is not a good place to sleep.
It isn't?
No, not at all.
Suddenly, the old servant drew his sword and slashed down on the mat. The young man was to sleep upon. He killed the snake that lurked beneath the mat.
What is going on here?
The stories are mad. They wish to hurt you.
What stories?
There are stories in the bag.
I did not know that. You saved my life.
Yes, I think I did.
Thank you, but why are the stories mad?
The stories need to be told. They have no room in the bag if they are not told.
And I have kept them in there.
Yes, you must tell stories.
I will do that. Thank you.
After that, the young man forgot his selfish ways and told a different story every year. Just as the servant had done for him, he turned out to be an excellent storyteller. The stories were released one by one, and there was no more complaining in the leather bag because there was no crowding. And the old servant was content to live out his days with the young man, his family, and the children.
The end.
The